Hi Gemini, welcome to your October read. Let's see what's coming in for you. Starting with the Three of Pentacles, crossed by the Page of Pentacles. That's interesting. And we've got the Hierophant, the Chariot, nice, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, okay, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands in your outcome. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. That's an interesting card there. This is the influencing energy for the whole read. It's basically asking you to try not to keep your heart closed off to new possibilities coming your way, to new offers, new love coming your way. There's a sense of frustration or boredom. What I'm sensing from this card, because this is overseeing the whole read and the whole of October, there may be a degree of feeling like things are not changing quickly enough, they're not moving fast enough, that you're kind of stuck focusing on the old stuff, all the stuff you know and are kind of bored with or disappointed in, or you're just feeling a little bit like you're kind of stuck on a hamster wheel, same old, same old. This is promising that new things are coming your way. You just need to keep your heart open. They may not come as you expect. And something is changing rapidly by the end of October with that Eight of Wands in your outcome. But before we get to your main spread, let me pull a couple of oracle cards for you. From the Enchanted Forest Oracle, we have Ancient Stairs. Prepare to reach a higher level in your life. Wow, talk about promising for change. That's incredible. You might think nothing is changing, and on the surface it might seem like nothing is changing, but this Ancient Stairs card is promising you are stepping up into a higher level. You're leveling up here. Something is going on behind the curtain, below the surface. And that's very much the energy I was feeling for September. It seems to be carrying on a little bit for you in October. And there is a sense of patience required here, especially with that Four of Cups. But know that things are coming in. Things are changing, and they could be changing rapidly before you know it. All right. From the Spirit Animals Oracle, you got Penguin with Authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. That's really beautiful. And you know what else I'm getting with that? It's not just about breaking free from others' expectations. It's breaking free from your own expectations of what you expect your life to look like. That sense of boredom or frustration, it's like you're so kind of convinced that your life is going to look the same way forever, or at least for your near future, that it is sort of making you draw in a little bit, retreating from your heart, from life a little. This is asking you to embrace the unexpected. Keep your mind open, keep your heart open to something new, and reach out to your tribe when you're feeling a little bit low, a little bit depressed, a little bit unhappy with your circumstances. You may find that the people around you are going through something similar, and that support can actually help you. Or even better, you may find that you feel inspired by the people around you whose lives are in some way different to yours. But I love that. Just be yourself. Whatever happens through this, just be yourself. And keep your heart open, because that heart is a big part of who you are. All right, main spread. The recent past is the Chariot. Now, I feel like I understand why you've gone into this Four of Cups energy, because you've taken the reins of your life in your recent past and you felt like you were ready to just power forward. You had a clear vision of where you wanted to go. But the next step was straight into this Three of Pentacles, which is a fairly low level energy. This is the apprenticeship card, and it's a sense of feeling like you're having to start from scratch, start at the beginning, to build things one brick at a time, and you just want to power forward and be at the finish line already. You want the house to be already built. That sense of powering forward and then suddenly having to put the brakes on, pulling back on the reins, can lead to a sense of frustration, a sense of disappointment or misery. The Page of Pentacles in your challenge, it's basically asking you to be patient. This page knows that things need to go one step at a time. He knows that houses have to be built one brick at a time. This Three of Pentacles is a collaboration card too, so you may feel the expectations of the people around you, which is what that Authentic card was. You may need to work with these people, but don't let them limit you. You might need to be patient with this Page of Pentacles, as I said. You might need to learn new skills, to master new techniques, to be that student in this role, in this position with that Three of Pentacles. You may need to step back into that student role for that particular project or whatever this is, that collaboration with that Three of Pentacles. But that doesn't mean you have to limit yourself. You are this authentic, beautiful penguin. You're full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Find that uniqueness, that authenticity of you, even in the midst of being this student and feeling like you do have to go back to the beginning to work on this, to get anywhere with this Chariot. It can be frustrating when you have a vision and a goal and then suddenly you discover that actually you've got to learn all these other things before you can get anywhere, or jump through all these hoops before you can make progress. That doesn't mean it's not going to be worth it in the end, and you can find ways to stay authentically true to yourself. Part of that is celebrating your victories in whatever way you can. Small victories, big victories. Celebrate those victories. Like if you're a student, if you are literally going back to university, every time you pass an exam or an assignment, have a little mini party for yourself. Celebrate those wins. Enjoy yourself. Try to find reasons to celebrate life. That will bring vibrancy back into your heart and will help you to keep that heart open. So this is a card of victory. And so the other thing I'm getting with that Six of Wands is that whatever this is that you've chosen to embark on, wherever this Chariot has led you towards, there's a reason to celebrate this, because something is coming in your future that's going to give you a very powerful reason to celebrate. It might not be evident through this month, but you're moving towards it. This Hierophant, the bottom of the spread, this is a very powerful card. He's a spiritual authority. He's a leader in his spiritual realm. This is below the surface. So you probably aren't seeing this, but you are becoming really, really powerful internally within yourself. Everything you're learning is contributing to this inner growth, this inner confidence, this strengthening of your character. This was the first card my eyes were drawn to when we pulled that Ancient Stairs card, prepare to reach a high level in your life. That's what you're doing. He is preparing to come to the surface. Remember, this says prepare to reach a higher level. This is not saying you are reaching that level. And that's what's happening with this Hierophant. He's building his strength and his power below the surface. He's preparing himself to come to the surface. But again, you may not see it through October. You may not see it as quickly as you want, but know that everything you're doing on the surface, this student level, this collaboration, this patient, dedicated work that you're doing, that is building this powerful, powerful energy below the surface. It's preparing you to step into a much higher position once the time is right. This is so powerful. Your near future is the Queen of Pentacles, really grounded, supported energy. She's got a lot of abundance, a lot of connection to the earth, to Mother Nature. I feel like you're going to get to a place where you're comfortable with this energy, with this Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles energy. You're going to reach a point of patience and deliberation and understanding that for right now, this is where you need to be. And that energy is so much more comfortable for you to be in than that kind of tug of war that might be going on with that Page of Pentacles, where you're feeling frustrated and impatient, and that sense of disappointment or disheartedness. What is that under there? The Judgment. Oh my goodness. I should have looked under there before. That's another one that's leading towards that Ancient Stairs. But again, he's below the surface, this Judgment card. This is what you're heading towards. So even while on the surface, you're feeling a little bit small and frustrated and bored and grumpy, you're preparing to step into a whole new life. This is the angel calling the dead back to life again. And when you come back to life, you're going to be that Hierophant. Really powerful energies. So yeah, this near future card, that energy is suggesting that you're going to be feeling much more secure and comfortable with where you're at. In the meantime, your advice, the Page of Cups, again, keep your heart open, keep optimistic and hopeful. It may feel like whatever this particular situation is with that Three of Pentacles, that sense of collaboration, working on a project together, starting from scratch, being a bit of a student, whatever that is, that doesn't mean that you should close your heart off. This is kind of more grounded, earthly, material world stuff. These two Cups cards, the Page of Cups and the Four of Cups, that's your emotional state. You're in charge of your emotional state. regardless of what's happening outside of you. That's what I was trying to get at with that penguin card, that authenticity card. Regardless of what's happening around you, you can govern your inner state, your emotional state, and you can choose hopefulness, optimism, and love instead of closing yourself off. It's a much better way of navigating all of this, and you'll enjoy it so much more. So beautiful. Interesting card in your external factors, the Three of Swords. I'm getting the sense of something possibly coming to a head. It's like whatever you've chosen to head towards with this Chariot, moving towards this situation, that Three of Pentacles, it's a path you've chosen to take that may not resonate with everyone around you. And you're okay with that. You've chosen this path. You know it's right for you, even with this frustration, even if with this sense of things taking too long, feeling a bit impatient. You know it's the right path for you. But it might be family, it might be friends, might be your boss. Whatever this is, there's something that might be coming to a head here where their sense of entitlement over your life and your time is possibly going to need to be addressed. There's almost a sense of guilt tripping. It's like you've chosen this path and you've left us behind. This is where you really need to stick with your authenticity here. Break free from others' expectations. If there are people that aren't in alignment with what you're doing, that are causing trouble for you, you're becoming this Hierophant. You're so much bigger than this. It's so funny. We're all so much bigger than the external energies around us at the moment. We're becoming these really powerful beings internally, and that's starting to come to the surface. We don't have the space or the time to coddle people's egos anymore. So if people aren't matching your energy, if they're not understanding why you're following the path that you've chosen, it may be time to let them go. If they don't want to be let go, then they're going to have to match your energy. They're going to have to raise their vibration to let go of their expectations, their assumptions about you, and step up to meet you. Don't you let yourself come down to meet them any longer. And I'm not saying that you're going to do that. Just be mindful that this is something that may come to a head. You may need to deal with it at some point. It feels more like an annoyance rather than a calamity. Just be prepared for it. Stick with your heart. Keep your heart open. Don't let them drag you down. Okay. Hopes and fears. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is the hope that you had with this Chariot. You had this vision of this abundant, successful endeavor ahead of you. This is legacy and inheritance and wealth and support for your family and your earthly life, this comforts and security. And that was your hope. And now it's a fear that it's never going to happen because everything's slowed right down with that Three of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. It's not the same kind of slowing down I was getting through all of September for all of us. There's much more energy behind this month. There's a lot more forward movement. It's just still kind of slow. It's like building up the momentum slowly. It is building though. So just know that even if this hasn't manifested yet, this Ten of Pentacles, it doesn't mean that it's never going to manifest. There are incredible things coming your way. It's a whole brand new life for you, that Judgment under there. Your outcome, this Eight of Wands, something is going to come in fast. So while things are moving slowly through most of the month and you're dealing with some internal stuff, some people, situations around you that feel kind of annoying, just stuff that has to be dealt with, something towards the end of the month is going to come in very quickly, some kind of news, information, a fresh burst of energy and drive that's either going to push you forward in your direction that you're heading with this Chariot or shift your direction. I'm getting if it is a shift of direction, it's only kind of a slight adjustment, getting you back on the path that you're meant to travel on if you're starting to veer off it. Whatever this Eight of Wands, it's incredibly positive. A really beautiful fresh burst of energy that will re-inspire you by the time you get to the end of the month. You'll feel full of inspiration and optimism and energy and vitality again. This will definitely break you out of this Four of Cups energy if you haven't already broken out of it by the time you get there. That's great. Let me pull some clarifiers for you. I'm actually going to pull on that Four of Cups first. See if there's anything I can give you. Ooh. 2 cards already popped out. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So what this is telling me is that you are ready to fly forward, headlong, no concern for your safety. You just wanted to power forward. You knew where you wanted to go and you were heading there straight on, no hesitation. And what's happened is this pullback is apparently because there's something you need to let go before you can keep moving forward on this chariot path. This Knight of Swords is kind of linking to this chariot. Even though I'm reading for this Four of Cups, it's very connected. I mean, this Four of Cups has come out of these two energies. This is very forward moving. This Eight of Cups, even though it's forward moving, it's about the past. It's moving away from something that no longer serves you. So you're kind of stuck in between these two at the moment. That's why this energy has had to pull back. It's not to say that you won't get to move forward. He's much, much faster than this Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups, though, is suggesting that there's something you need to walk away from first before you can keep powering forward. It's like having a bungee cord behind you and you've run forward as fast as you can, but something's holding you back. You've got to release that bungee cord, that Eight of Cups, before you can really embrace this new path. That's interesting. That's the first time I picked up on that there's something you actually need to leave behind in order to move forward more quickly. But because this is the first time that's come in, I feel like it's not that big a deal. And just focusing on this, just by being patient, just by keeping your head down and working on this, being that student, growing slowly and patiently and keeping your heart open, obviously, that feels like it's going to naturally move you away from those Eight of Cups that aren't serving you any longer. It's going to help you reopen your intuition as well and give you a sense of freedom that you possibly didn't realize you were lacking. That sense of freedom to drive forward as fast as you want. It's until you release that bungee cord that's tying you to something in your past, you'll never get as far as you want to go. You'll never feel quite as free as you could if you let it go. Oh, okay, we've got two of them. Amazing. Two of Pentacles and the Lovers. Both of them are about choice. The Two of Pentacles is about weighing up your options. And it's that message of not being stuck in the decision-making process, of trying to actually make a decision. And the Lovers card is very much a card of asking you to choose to follow your heart in whatever this situation is. This Two of Pentacles kind of feels like it's pointing towards these two energies, the drive to move forward and the need to release something from your past. All of these cards, remember, are clarifying this Four of Cups. This is a lot more complex than it seems on the surface. This is really a time to look at what has been holding you back. It seems to be something you might actually be keeping hidden from yourself because it took so long to come out, because I didn't pick up on this at all until this point. So it might not even be that big a deal, or you don't think it's a big deal, but whatever it is, it's hanging over you. Maybe it's connected to this Three of Swords. Maybe there's someone in your life that you know it hasn't fully been dealt with and it's time to let it go. That's that sense I was getting, that things are coming to a head. And it feels like the way you're going to break free of this Four of Cups and be able to fly forward on that motorcycle with that Knight of Swords and on that chariot is to address this once and for all. Release these burdens of these people that are holding you back and keeping you down, and to follow your heart, to trust that your heart is the way to go. That's why this Page of Cups is there. Trust that what your heart wants is, this is such a big message through October that I've been getting already. We're really being asked to trust our hearts during this month, to go within and feel that sense of calm when a decision is needing to be made. If we think about an option and we feel calm and at peace with following a certain path, that's our heart saying this is the right way. If we're feeling a sense of anxiety or stress or getting in our head, that's a time to take a step back, relook at the situation and see if possibly the option we're thinking of is not the right way to go. That could very well be that Three of Swords energy. There's someone from your past who you've always considered a friend, or is a really respected boss, or whoever it is, whatever this situation is, your mind is saying, no, I owe them, or they've always been a really good friend, or whatever it is that's tying you to this person. Check in with your heart. If you think about this person or this situation and you feel anxiety or stress or any of those unpleasant energies, that's a big indicator that that person or that situation is having a negative influence on you. It's not good for your well-being. And it's time to let them go, to let your heart free. Follow your heart, follow your bliss, follow your joy, keeping your heart open. I actually get a sense that that's partly why you've closed your heart off here, because you followed a path that they probably didn't like and it was hurting you. They felt hard done by, And the whole situation has just kept you in a state of suspension. Just really pulled you back, put on those brakes. That's fine. It's time to make the choice now to release them. That Two of Pentacles, again, just be mindful of not getting stuck forever in that situation. And I don't think you will, because if it is connected with this Three of Swords, and I'm feeling more and more that it is, as I said, this is coming to a head at some point towards the end of October. I'm actually going to pull on that Three of Swords now. I'd like to get a little bit more info on that. Ooh, Queen of Cups. I love this Queen. It's interesting as a clarifier. Seven of Cups. Oh, yeah, I love this. This is good. All these Cups cards. Follow your heart. And the Three of Cups. Oh, this is awesome. This is great. I love this message. So whatever this is, people around you, the situations around you that are keeping you small, holding you back, making you feel guilty for the life choices that you've made, they are so not worth your time. You can step into this confident energy of the Queen of Cups, who knows her own heart, who loves life and is confident to follow the path of her own heart and to stick with the choices that she's made. And there are so many more options out there. This Seven of Cups is basically saying, if this is a person, this is a friend that you felt obligated to stick with, or some kind of sense of responsibility over. This Seven of Cups is saying there are so many more people out there worthy of your time, worthy of your love, who are going to step up to your level and your energy. And again, as I said, if this person, if this Three of Swords energy chooses to follow you, then they have the option too to step up their own energy. Just don't bring yourself down to meet them anymore. There are so many better paths for you. And this beautiful Three of Cups, fun, frivolity, play, enjoyment. It's time to enjoy your life, to let your heart be free, to have fun. You don't need to be dragged down by this energy anymore. It's almost that energy of doom scrolling, but it feels a bit more personal than that. It's got that flavor though of being stuck listening to people who all they do is complain. That's kind of what doom scrolling is. All of these big dramas and terrible things happening in the world, and you kind of get stuck in a loop watching it. There's so much more fun out there. There's so many better ways to enjoy your life. And this is asking you to be social, to get out there and find those people you can have fun with, you can be your authentic self with. This Queen is so this Penguin. She's unashamedly, unabashedly her authentic self. She loves herself, she loves life, and she lives life to the fullest. That's what this Three of Swords is saying. It's time for this to come to a head and for you to live your authentic life as your authentic self, following your heart, following your bliss. Yes, Gemini. I love this. All right, I'm going to pull on these Eight of Wands to see if I can get any more info about what is coming in. Ooh, Ace of Wands. This is kind of just reiterating what that Eight of Wands is. It's a fresh burst of energy. Something new is coming your way. And whatever it is, these are both gifts from the universe. Something exciting. Wow, the Magician. Big transformation. I'm getting very much that Judgment vibe there. She's that alchemist. She's transformative and powerful, creates the world that she wants around her. So this fresh burst of energy is giving you the opportunity to create the life that you want. It's like it's accelerating you once more into that chariot that you started with that first set this journey off. Whatever this Three of Swords is, once you move beyond that, it's like it's opening the floodgates for this fresh new energy and potential to come flying in. I love this. Wow, Temperance. Ah, oh, beautiful. There was a lot of talk of balance somewhere along here. This Temperance card is all about balance. This is an angel watching out for you. It's another angel, that Judgment card. This is you finding your own inner balance, balancing your external world with your internal world. This is matching your external world to that beautiful heart-centered inner landscape. This is you creating a world that is worth your uniqueness. And this is 100% you reaching higher levels in your life. Feel like this is the Hierophant coming to the surface at the end of October and helping you to create this life, this brand new life that you want, finding that balance, meeting the expectations not of the people around you, but of your highest self, of the universe. They have much higher expectations of you. You have much higher expectations for yourself that don't require you to be small or to be anything other than your authentic self. This is so great. Oh my goodness, bottom of the deck, you have the sun. So much joy coming your way, Gemini. Oh, incredible. Had no idea that was under there until I just looked that second. It's amazing. Really great. Everything's going to work out beautifully. I was telling you to celebrate your success with that Six of Wands. That's like a minor preparation for the kind of joy and celebration that you're going to have when this sun comes in. Things are really going to accelerate towards the end of October. So if you can be patient through the bulk of October, be patient, keeping your heart open, trusting that things are shifting and moving away, focusing on moving away, letting go of what's holding you back. You are going to fly forward into your joy by the end of the month. Amazing energy. Okay, let me pull 3 final message cards for you, Gemini. We already had one flip over. The High Priestess. Love that energy. That crescent moon, that intuition is reflected in that 8 of Cups card. That's very much connecting to that sense of you walking away from what no longer serves you. It's tapping into your intuition. This High Priestess is asking you to trust your intuition with this. That's part of your heart energy, connecting you in with your heart, your intuition, allowing your inner self to guide you on this path, to try not to be influenced by those lower level external energies. Anyone who sees you as small is not seeing you clearly. You know who you are. Be your authentic self. Follow your heart. Follow your bliss. Own your life, just like that Queen of Cups, that awesome Queen of Cups. 7 of Swords flipped out. Interesting. I'm getting the message that often comes up with this card, which is de-escalating conflict. This is sort of asking you to find alternative ways to escape from those smaller conflicts, like that 3 of Swords. That's this sort of a minor conflict that I'm feeling. And that 3 of Pentacles energy in there, that Page of Pentacles, that sense of frustration and limitation. This is asking you to find alternative ways to navigate these situations without conflict, without argument. I keep getting release your burdens as well, which is not normally a message I get with the 7 of Swords. And he's carrying all of these swords right out in the open. It's like, be your authentic self. Drop these swords. No need to fight. Trust your intuition. Find a new path to take. This is really interesting. The Devil flipped over. He has come out in every read I've done so far for October. There is definitely a sense of temptation coming into play, and it's always right at the end that he's coming in. So towards the end of October, I'm feeling we're all going to get this temptation to fall back into old patterns and old habits, to take the easy route, to limit ourselves. Everything I was saying before is about releasing yourself from limitations. And don't let the people around you, the expectations of the people around you, limit you. What I'm sensing is that choosing to release these burdens, to not get caught up in arguments and petty squabbles, and to de-escalate situations around you in unique, authentic ways by following your heart and trusting your intuition, that will help keep you free from these devil's chains. Let me just check. Yeah, look, this is the message I was getting with that 7 of Swords. It's the message I normally get with the 10 of Wands. Release the burdens that you're carrying. You're almost at the end of this trial. It's time to release these burdens, to stop keeping yourself small and trapped, to break free of those chains. You're this Hierophant. Again, you're so much bigger than these energies. This is not, by the way, the final outcome. Just because they're the final cards I've pulled, these are the final messages. This is the final message that these cards want to give you before you go off into October. This is your outcome. This is a very positive, high-level, powering forward kind of energy with that incredible Sun card. These 4 cards, these are messages that the cards just wanted to remind you of before you face these challenges. And they're the same messages I was getting all the way through. Don't let yourself be limited or trapped by others' expectations. These expectations of keeping you small, these bungee cords that are keeping you stuck in the past or with people that aren't serving you or situations that aren't serving you anymore. Release your burdens, step into that authentic self and free yourself from limiting beliefs. You got the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles, patience, and the 2 of Cups. Okay, patience, following your heart. The 9 of Swords, this is stress and anxiety and worry getting caught up in your head, because there's a lot of space, especially through this bulk of the month with that Page of Pentacles in your challenge, that Three of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, because those are very sort of slow energies, and that is clarified by that Knight of Pentacles as slow moving, patient energy. You may have a lot of space and time to get caught up in old thoughts, old stresses and old worries. It's time to free yourself from that. Be patient with yourself with that Knight of Pentacles, and again, reconnect back in with your heart with that Two of Cups. This is very much a card of connecting back into your authentic self. Trusting your heart, releasing your burdens, breaking free of those devil's chains, and letting your thoughts go. Follow your heart instead of those old anxious thoughts, because those are those lower energies that we were talking about. It's time to let them go. You are really stepping up here, Gemini. I'm very, very excited for you. I'm not worried about that devil. That's just that final message coming in to remind you not to get caught in those old thoughts and old patterns, to not let people limit you, and don't let yourself limit you either. Be your authentic self. This is the card I want to leave you with. This awesome Queen of Cups. This is who you're becoming. Stepping out as you, as your authentic self, freeing your heart and loving your life. Have an amazing month, Gemini. I wish you all the best with this.